Good evening and welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show, Powerhouse Show, guaranteed. Let me set up and we're on the move. Okay. You know, I gotta light a cigarette, have some soda. I feel good. How's my hair look? Good? Okay, thanks. Yeah, we're going to talk about a lot about women today because this whole new women's movement, which makes absolutely no sense. You know, it's funny. Everybody is fighting for rights and this. Nobody's going to have rights pretty soon. That's the real funny catch of it. But before that happens, women have gotten attitudes on them the size of cathedrals. So I have a special webinar coming up tomorrow night, and if this offends anybody too goddamn bad, called Bitch Control. They have a whole bunch of new set of rules on sexual harassment, all this other stuff. There's a way around it. They build a system, I will find a way around it. Because, and this is going to sound crazy because it's such an atheist country, God put men and women to be with each other, to love each other, and to cherish each other. Not to put down each other, not to create organizations saying each other suck, but if they are going to put up the barriers, we will break them down. And it's happening right now. Then I have so much inside information I can't say publicly. I've gotten in trouble, and many of you know this. I'm going to open the source, going to go all over me because the horse shook it up. Okay, got away with this one. For mentioning anything religious on this show. And if you look at the United Council on Churches, they're all 501c3, can't mention a religious thing anymore. Now the reason I bring this up is because the world is going nuts right now. I don't think I have to tell you that. I don't think I have to prove it to you. I think you know that. And I figured out when this all started, and you can do the same figuring I did. I just saved you some time. Is when it took prayer out of school. That's when everything started going. It was going in a good direction. Everything wasn't perfect back then. And then it just went completely crazy. All ushered in by the Tavistock Institute, where the new state religion is going to be evolution. I have a show on that coming up too as well. Evolution cannot and does not exist. And if you want to debate that, join my show and I will explain to you what I have found. Starting in 1830, they were going to pull this. That is going to be the one world religion. So, a lot of stuff, a lot of guys don't even date anymore. I know one of my friends watching that. We go around on Friday nights and sort of look for dates just for fun, and nobody. Every restaurant is empty, empty, empty. Why? They've taken the drive out of men. They've emasculated most men. And that's what GaryBrodsky.com is about, WealthPlusPower.com, OccultForce.com, and NewUltraHealth.com. Why? They're poisoning the water. They're poisoning the air. I drink a Pepsi and I hear about it, okay? You know, I smoke cigarettes and I think one breath of air outside anywhere after the chemtrails, pretty much worse. But let's go to the screen and see if anybody's talking today. Oh, final note, there's only 5 hours left to redo my kitchen. Yep, it's been that Thanksgiving Day weekend. And everything is for sale. You know, I'm just telling you this whole thing with the sale and the gifts and what is, you know, I don't believe, first of all, I don't think that teaching Santa Claus, I know this is way off topic, is a good thing because it looks like Santa Claus has upseated Christ this year in Christmas. Now, what can we do to avoid the poison in the water? Well, water filters help. I've got this thing called Shungite, which is an incredible product, where you leave it in water for 4 or 5 hours, and water will turn to live water. Life is water. Life is air. They've taken those things away from it. Life is living. People don't live anymore. They sit all day looking at cell phones. Hey, you look at mine. I stay here all night like this. People, wow. Well, I don't know what happens when you look at it. Nothing really happens here, but they don't have the right. A lot of questions coming in. Good. But women now with the attitudes, and what does it benefit them? Let's think, okay? You know, everything benefits somebody. Big robbery, okay, somebody made out with money. May not be legal, may not be right, but they benefit. This whole new women's independence movement. It started with a group called CODA years back, Codependents Anonymous. I'm happy to get some more cigarettes, so hang on for that. Where it said that people don't need each other. Completely contradictory to the Bible. And I used to go to those meetings, and you could always find these girls that, you know. Well, anyway, that's not the point of the show. But, and then it went to women are totally independent, which means they're going to wind up when they're 40 years old realizing, hey, I have a cat. Now, I'm not going to make fun of cats because I wrote a best-selling book on cats. You can check it out, The Mind of the Cat by Gary Brodsky. I'm not proud of it, but just as an experiment, I wanted to see if I could construct a best-selling book on cats, and I never owned a cat, based on the mentality of cat lovers. So I saw it before it started happening, that instead of children, people have pets now. It's just such an insane world that I don't know where to begin. But one needs no more than to just look outside and see how crazy it is. All right. Oh, Chris, how you doing? Hey, Chris. All right. Wow, this is a long one, but a good one, I'm sure. Good evening, Dr. Brodsky. Good evening, Chris. This is old news about the 12-year-old with a fake gun shot by cops. Race aside and views opinions on cops aside, it was a tragedy. Here's what bothers me. It has to do with the tragedy itself. People have been shooting their mouths off about it and posting their views on Facebook. It used to be that people who disagreed would say, come over here and say it and I'll punch you in the mouth. Now it's, I'm unfriending you, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm reporting you to the boss, you got fired, and so on. Chris, that is so true. Right now, your greatest enemy is probably your neighbor. And I know, love thy neighbor. And pray for the neighbors, which I do. You got to see my neighbors, I'll tell you that. Thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's wife. You got to see them, okay? Nobody covers them, okay? I see their husbands hiding out in the parking lot. But anyway, aside from that, my son was burning leaves. And somebody called the police. Why? I guess he was endangering the environment. People are so brainwashed that they have let government interfere in their sex lives. And it's SR95, look it up, or SD95, they could have one letter off. But you just look up college consent forms, sexual consent forms. If you're in college, you got to fill one out. Now, can you imagine that? Yeah, you're sitting there, okay, got my form here, let me see, a little eating out. It's just sick. Ask some more questions. Oh, you like the Godfather setup. My most valiant friend. Gary, growing up, I had friends whose parents had 5, 6, 7, even 10 kids. Now it's only pets. Why is this? Well, big reason actually is people don't grow up. When you grow up, you have the responsibility of having kids. And let me tell you something. I think you know my kids. Regardless, there is nothing more rewarding than having kids. nothing more rewarding. And being a father as well. Not just, having kids. Hey, look at that guy, But now, people don't want to grow up, and they want somebody to tell them what to do. Usually it's the government. The government is telling everybody what they can do, what they can't do. And I don't blame the government. I blame the people who allow this. They're trashing love, marriage, children, traditional families. I have a post on Facebook if you want to read it. Yep, my name on the Facebook is Gary Brodsky. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Yeah, people don't want to grow up. They don't want the responsibility. They're afraid of, kids are expensive. Not worth the price you pay to not have a normal life. But then again, PlayStation is more fun, right? It's just so sick. Anybody got some more questions here? Nope, it's another sale. The after Black Friday sale, the Cyber Monday, and the I'm taking a drink of soda while you listen to music is just been announced. People have lost respect, common courtesy. There's a company out there that I'm not going to mention the name, owes me money. I'm not saying that they're delinquent in their payments or they're a bunch of crooks. I know I owe some money too. But the difference is I cannot get through their voicemail system. And I am not leaving a message in the general mailbox, so I'll just keep calling them. And everybody, what's their first reaction? Tell them is, get a lawyer. Yeah, right. Last time I got a lawyer, he went out with all the money, and then when it came after me for more. That's just what happens with me. Okay. More questions? Let's see what we got here. What is a good way to pick up a woman in a grocery store? Same way you pick up a woman anywhere else. What is the biggest turn on to women? It's not money. I know a lot of wealthy people in this town. They don't pick up women. It's confidence. Guys are afraid. I mean, I go to this gym and there's some pretty women in there. And I say, hey, why don't you go toward that girl? And it's like, I can't. Fear is the biggest controlling force in the world. And it only works on people. You can't take a gun and go to a tree and go, bring me more fruit. It won't work. You can't take a dog and threaten them with, you better start, doing stuff right, or we'll take away your privileges. But people are motivated by fear. What used to be inspiration and love and ambition and passion, all gone, gone, gone. And the biggest thing is the bullshit that people listen to on the news. You want to see a great fiction show? It's called MSNBC. It's on every night. But I watch a lot of television, brief clips. I don't really even own a TV. So you have to watch the clips on YouTube. And every new show today knocks men, makes men into fools, idiots, buffoons. And it's what you see it long enough, and you hear it enough, you're going to become it. That is why I ask you now to go to braintrainpower.com. It works. And I'll tell you how it started, in case any of you missed this. A friend of mine had asked me to do a repetitive program that talked to his subconscious mind, that every woman he meets wants to have perverted, crazy, abnormal sex with him. So I did it on a loop as an experiment. I sent it to him. This is about 3 years ago. To this day, every woman he meets Sometimes he can't even get out of his building. Want to have crazy abnormal sex. He has really got it. I don't judge. I create. All right. Okay. I see something. For those of you who don't know how to get your questions in, Gary Brodsky, 123 at AOL.com. But I'm talking about alphaing up. There is a way that any guy can get women. Anybody. You know, you see these old grandfathers walking around, grandmothers. Hey, they picked up women. They're doing better than you. And every time I hear that voice, and now everybody's tuned into that. Hey, me. You know, the way guys talk now, this effeminate logic. You know, it's just like, it's torture. That's okay for women to talk like that because it's supposed to. But when men start talking like women, behaving like women, using women's logic, we're living in a very painful world. Now, in any takeover, the first line of fire is divide and conquer. We are so divided. We are so conquered. And another question just came in. What's the best way for young men just starting out to get wealth? Well, there's only basically 3 ways. Way number 1 is a relative dies and leaves you money. That's most of the people out there who have wealth. Way number 2 is you get crippled and you become basically, sorry about that, but I can't describe it any other way, and you get compensation for personal injury. The other way is all there on a site called Wealth Plus Power. It's from guys who actually did it. But the tools are all there. Everything from Napoleon Hill's stuff to billionaires, real guys actually discussing how they started out with 0 and wound up with billions, all at wealthpluspower.com. Now, what's really funny about that is all you need, once you have all the knowledge, is a little ambition and passion. But do people want to become wealthy today? Do people even want girlfriends today? Do they want love today? Or are they just happy with their fucking PlayStations? You know, I see guys in the gym, they don't want to get stronger, they don't want to get bigger. They either sit around naked in a fucking locker room, snapping their dicks. They don't know how to do that, they won't teach me. Or they do cardio. Now the reality is, and this has actually been proven, I forgot the name of the test, cardio, somebody who did cardio, was a master of cardio, raced some fat guy who did no exercise, and the fat guy won. But the fat guy couldn't keep up with him on the cardio machine. Now, if you really want to get into shape, without weights, without anything else, you don't have super arms like this. I know what I mean, a lot of guys feel impotent at this moment. Try doing the military calisthenics. I was in boot camp, and I got to tell you something. That shit really will build you up. But people are so into, their body. You know, and there's a line from the Bible, be not anxious for your body or for the clothes you wear, for the food you eat, for how much more are you than that? I don't think you're going to have that Christmas. So many churches are 501c3, government-controlled, clergy response teams, that I sometimes have to use Bible quotes because you're not going to hear this in church. But very little for the mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that's sad. I got some more questions here. What's the best new product you have on GaryBrodsky.com? You can read all about it. We have the best, and I have it here to show you. Outside of all the audio programs being absolutely fantastic. And my product is now, of course, Okay, we have MK17. This will seduce women. The big problem with this is that it works. And I'm not kidding why that's a problem. Because women will approach guys, and guys will sit there and not know what to say. So that really does pull women to you. Now the other product, which I have, I set at my desk perfectly where I can't find a fucking thing. Alright, well I got to do the, that stuff falling off if you don't know what it is. If none of our products work, if you don't start seeing results with women, within 30 days, your money back, plus we send you the knife to cut it off with. That sounds like a fair offer. You don't see too many people offering that. Now, where's my thing? I need this thing. Of course, the thing I need the most, I can't find it. Oh, man, I'm going crazy here. Anybody know where to put my things? I have more. Is Shungite. It's at GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu, specialty items. This is packed to go out, but I got to open it up now. And we import this stuff. This is the real stuff. Everybody else is selling fucking coal. It's called the Healing Stone. Do all the research that you want. This has more healing properties than every doctor out there. It's just a stone. What? It's just a stone? It's a rock? And so's a diamond. Look what those are worth. This will give you, it's a rock, you will be treated. And I know my friend is watching, sees me at the gym, like a rock star. And I'd love to hear from him. You just hold it in your hand like that. And yeah, it's going to turn your hand black a bit. But that goes away. This is, you know, all good stuff. Totally non-toxic. You heard of the black hand? I'm now part of it. And it really does work. But people pay for a diamond. It doesn't do anything for you. No, you look great. Okay, that's it. Boom. Wow, that's a hot diamond. This, put it next to your bed. Leave it on your desk. I have one on my desk. I know where it is. But I'm feeling energy from it. It energizes you. And it's where the word rock star came from. Because all rock stars have these. How do I know? I infiltrated Tavistock. And this is what causes the magnetism. GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu, specialty items, shungite. There's also a type of shungite you put in water. And you have real, live, living water. And it's this stuff, I'm going to break it up because the more opening spaces, the more it radiates to you. It is incredible. So it's a cigarette that keeps going out. But the problem is it draws women to them, and then they don't know what to say, they don't know what to do. So you need a combination of knowledge and skill, plus, of course, the application. It's like bringing all the fish to you, but you're afraid to throw your rod in the water, so to speak. Is it true Gary walks into the gym and it's like the Red Sea party and the girls come right over the gym, employees give him a rub down and is greeted with smiles all around? MK44 helps attract this as well. Oh, big time. In fact, if my friend the Bear is out there, I'd like to hear from him. I know he's watching tonight. Let's let him testify, because I'll say, I don't know, I could just be saying it. But when I walk in the gym, it's not the same as when anybody else walks in the gym. I'm not going to say this, but like, I don't even really have a membership. They don't even, just come on in, here, say some towels. Here, do you need a spot? Do you need, you know, I don't think I've put a plate on my own weights in a long time. Because people respond to the energy you give out. This piece of rock brings energy into you and energy explodes out. Everybody's a receiver. You receive my words right now, and I'm receiving the energy right now. Can you feel it? Hey, can you feel me, brother? Yeah, you can. All right, I'm still waiting here for my gym friend while I check this out. Wow, lots of questions. Okay. Hey, Brent, good to see you. Old friend of mine. Dear Gary, you prick bastard. Just kidding. I gotta be a little funny here. Good man. Dear Gary, how are you? Want to let you know, thanks to your teachings, I landed a great fucking woman. You see, treat her with a lot of respect. Just being funny, Brent, because I know you have a great sense of humor. I mean every letter of it. I am finally not alone anymore, thanks to the truth that you teach about women. It doesn't matter where or what country women are from, your teachings work. I'm interested in your herbal products, but the ingredients aren't listed. Can you send me the list of ingredients so I can decide whether to place my order? Okay, actually the ingredients are listed. I mean, maybe you're missing something there. But every ingredient is listed. Well, at least on the bottles. Nothing dangerous. I mean, I've taken, and I have a stack of supplements over here that don't work. But I appreciate, Brent, everything you say, I appreciate. And we've been through some, good times together. And I am glad you found a good woman. Because that's what it's all about, finding a good woman. Do you know how hard it is to find a good woman? Not hard at all if you know what you're doing. Most guys don't know what they're doing. And they're not willing to listen. And I say, no, that's not right. No, it's wrong. Sexual harassment. Really? Let me ask you a question. Bill Clinton, he did sexual harassment. He got out of it. His wife stood by him. It's the beta guys that will get into trouble. The alpha guys, nobody messes with them. Love this energy. Woo! I'm going to go beat the crap out of my Wing Chun dummy tonight. So, okay, let's get some more questions at Gary Brodsky123 at ahole.com. I'm being a little crazy tonight. But look at this, okay? You want this? Alpha Boomai is the only supplement I take. And at my age, well, there's a guy who goes to the gym with me. I'd like to hear something from you. I know he's watching. Yeah, there. I think that's him. What's the difference between an alpha male and a beta male? An alpha male is a guy who leads, who conquers. We're not talking about picking up girls like the other guys. How do I pick up a girl? No, you conquer, you win. You go out there with that mindset that I am going to conquer, win, and take. Now, that doesn't sound good. Let me just finish. If you look at the old Shakespearean stuff, it wasn't like, do you think she likes me? No, a guy went out, he conquered a woman, he swept the woman off her feet. That's what a guy has to have, more power. Women respond to power. They say power is the biggest aphrodisiac, and it is. And so many guys, they come off so powerless, so weak, so pathetic. You got to go out there with the conquest of, I am going to win today. And this goes to wealth and power as well. Check out that site, wealthpluspower.com. Same mentality. You can't walk into a business meeting going, I hope he likes my proposal. No, you walk in there, hey, you like it or not, give me 2 minutes or I'm walking out. And I've negotiated some incredible deals because I couldn't care less. My terms, my deals. Same thing with picking up. My terms, my deals. And the worst mistake a guy can make with a woman is, and this is going to be covered on tomorrow night's webinar, and I hope a lot of you guys show up, is, I mean, if the New World Order was to say to you, okay, listen, man, we're tired of this, New World Order thing. Here, you can have all our money, guaranteed, but that would not be enough for them. Now, I just want to show you something. I'm not going to go into my garbage can right now. The box that that young guy comes in comes from a foreign country. We have, it's like 15,000 clearances. It's the real stuff. Now, I break it up and I send it out. Not like this, of course, but this looks cool. So it has more facets. More facets means more energy. It's like surround sound. You put them in the corners and you feel it. And if you don't feel it, don't even send it back. Just say, it didn't work for me, and I'll give you a refund. That's how powerful it is. I know what you're thinking. Did you find only 5? Pretty picture. Thank you. Okay, it is bong sound and soda time at the same time. Now, why did I play this song? Because right now there's some guy out there waiting for me to play a copywritten song and write an extensive letter to YouTube saying that's why a lot of videos are not up anymore. Don't forget, listen to this later. It'll be on YouTube. I want thumbs up all across everything. Why? Only if you like it. But ask somebody for a favor today. There are a few people. This gentleman that calls a lot. The people who watch the show are cool guys. But look out there what you have. You have no competition. And you're wondering, how do I get a girl? You have no competition. I'm still thinking about throwing the candies. It was something me and somebody here did. And it was one of the funniest moments of my life. Excuse me while I drink this. Oh, somebody promised me immortality. So let me get to that. They said if I stop drinking soda, I won't die. No, they said if you keep drinking soda, you're going to die. Which means if I stop, I will never die. People just are so into being right and criticizing. That's what we have become. All right, we got a lot of views here. I want some more questions. Gary Brodsky, 123 at AOL.com. I'm going to get myself another pack of cigarettes. I know what somebody's thinking. Oh my God, he's a smoker. But I'll tell you one thing I'm experiencing with the shungite, and I don't know where my piece is. This piece is going out tomorrow. Just, you know, I'm sorry I had to open up the thing, but it doesn't do any damage to it. But let me get a cigarette. I'll be back. And they're not that far away. Just gotta run down to the drugstore and. Miss me? I'm back. Remember this? Right. Anybody remember this? You put it in your sleeve? My arm was too big now for that. Fact of life. And anybody knows me. A couple of guys at the gym I watched tonight. They know my workouts. Like, you only do 3 sets. You only do 2 sets. What, are you done already? Yeah. Overtraining doesn't work. Except, and I haven't done this in a while, and it shows somewhere. No stomach here tonight. Because I've been doing a little bit of this. But if just science, okay, this is all over the place now. If you train a muscle, I do 3 sets of 5, sometimes 3 sets of 6. Sometimes only 2 sets of 6 with heavy weight. They get bigger. And what happens if you overtrain a muscle, like joggers do? I want to talk about jogging for a second. Your muscles shrink. All you got to do is overtrain your stomach, and you'll lose your stomach. Forget all those courses they sell, and I'm going to tell you how to really build your testosterone up in a few minutes. Well, you have testosterone through the fucking roof. Then you can check it out, because it's one of the biggest secrets around, and it's a supplement that every store has, and there's no publicity on it because they don't want you to know about it. And I'm going to tell you, as soon as somebody buys something, how's that? There's my Black Friday. Okay, great question. What are some body language tips to be more powerful? Well, that's on the workout video, but I will show you. Hold on, I got a question. It's my pal Chris. Can't just skip that. Just getting back to your show. When you read my last question, my computer started doing weird shit. I don't know. What is it? I remember attending a seminar a few years ago. The speaker said you can be right or you can be rich. Absolutely true. You can be right or you can be happy, which is all true. Well, you beat me to that. The people who have to be right all the time are fucking miserable. You're absolutely true about that. It's best to avoid those people. If someone bitches to me about drinking soda and how bad it is, I see it. It could be right or the parents could be dry. You know, being right is not the most important thing in the world. Trying to learn is basically what I do all day. Research, study, you name it. That's my obsession. And religion. And the fact that they're now taking religion, everybody's a fucking atheist these days. It makes me sick. I'm not an atheist, by the way. I happen to be actually a Baptist minister, so very few ministers are atheists. But a lot of them are these days. And I'm tired of all the attacks on religious institutions. It's just nonstop. You take God out of the equation, you don't have an equation. And yes, you have a right to be rich. Everybody has a right to be rich. Everybody has the right to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 women. Everybody in the Bible had more than one woman. And the last question, how to sit or how to have body language. That's a course unto itself, but here's a little bit of a premiere. Okay, watch this, everyone. Now watch this. As I set my ashtray on fire. We're going to do some body language here. And we'll roll back in the chair. Guys take up space. The Japanese would sit like this. Men take up space. This is alpha, right? Straight space. Oh, look at this body, you know. But yeah, you talking to me? What the fuck you think you're talking to me? It makes a confident impression. Now watch this. I change my posture. I'm sitting like this. Do you want to go out Friday night? Not going to work. This works. Hey, I'm taking you out Friday night. Okay? You're going to have a good time and we're going to have fun. Right there in those two words. I'm taking you out means I have established power. We are going to have fun. When you mix that word, we, you now have her involved with you. But alpha language is always taking up as much space as possible. I mean, not like a clown like this. Oh, however, this will make you feel alpha, just standing like this. Proven fact. But when you start to like this, and people have postures so bad, they don't need a girlfriend anymore. So let's keep the questions coming in. I forgot what button to push. Hey, Brent, how you doing? Glad you're back. Gary, notice the majority of the foods in America are loaded with loads of feminizing soy. Oh, big time. Thanks for noticing that. Cottonseed, of which causes testes and prostates to fail. No kidding. Our sperm count is down 87% from 5 years ago. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you need to land the hot babe. One still needs to follow the alpha rules, or else you're viewed as weak and the contempt starts, oh, you're absolutely right, to grow from the women. Right or wrong? 100% right. I find that after I bang my alpha, God seems to be lower. What do you suggest? Thanks. You're doing all the right stuff. Everybody can be more alpha, just everybody can be more wealthy, and everybody can be more good looking. In my case, I have them all covered. But, yeah. No, you're doing great. And after you ejaculate, to use the right words, your body hits an estrogen thing. So you start to be a little weaker. But that's okay. That's just the way nature built people. Jen, First time. Hi, Gary. I'm watching the show for the first time on Ustream. I got to know about you via your YouTube videos, which touch on the occult. I'd love to hear you talk more about it on tonight's show. What is the best way to attract a guy? I've tried lighting a few red candles, but without much luck. What am I doing wrong? Thank you, Jen. Hey, Jen, thank you for the question. Candles work, but not for everybody. They work for most people. You may be in that percentile. It doesn't work. Oils work. The sense of smell is so underrated. And if you want to send me a private email, I'll make you an oil or an MK product for women, which I'll personally mix, that you'll have, it'll look like Woodstock outside your house. People respond to it. Now, let me tell you what MK was used for originally, because it works for women just as well as for men. It was used in Studio 54 as an experiment by MK Ultra. Yes, I used to work for them. And I am not joking about that. Kept this. They would shoot it through the floor on the mist. And what it would do is hit every pheromone known, both men and women alike. All of a sudden would start making out on the floor, falling in love with the first person they see. And then they decide, okay, close that project down, throw the guys in jail. We live in a pretty cruel world. But pheromones, real pheromones, I think we're the only company that has them, work. There are pheromones for money. That's at wealthpluspower.com. Pheromones that get people attracted and draw. And if you don't think pheromones work, you've never hunted. You throw out some pheromones, all of a sudden you have 25 deer there, blast away, have fun. But on the occult side, there's so much to discuss of what will work and what won't work. And do your shoes work? Bring me. You ask me for stuff, I'll bring it for you. You know, sometimes you have, again, negativity so much that you got to break through it. Maybe you need a few more candles. I'm not sure. But sometimes you need the powerhouse. So, you know, there are incantations. Hey, wait a second. All right. I found my piece. I was sitting on it for power. This works. The shungite works. Okay, Jen, it will work for you, works for everybody else. GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu, specialty items. This feels so good to hold. Don't I look extra good tonight or something? I mean, Jen, let me know. Okay, let's get some more questions in here. I'm having too much fun. Okay, got a couple of orders. So now I'm going to tell you the most powerful steroid booster you can get. Is it Testosterone Balls Z? No, it's not that. Is it Testicles 4? Nope, they have that too. Is it any number of the products I have that I threw in my drawer that gave me anxiety attacks, loss of balance, speech impairment? No, it's not any of those either. Honey. You have a few teaspoons of honey, your tea count will go through the roof. Another one my friend taught me, which is not very pleasant, I found the honey much more pleasant, is taking a cold shower. So, honey works. That's why I look like this, because of honey and my alpha boomai. Oh, I missed this one, Dr. Alpha, sorry. Bear, are you out there? Just curious. And Jen, thank you for watching, by the way. Hey, yo, Dr. B. Yo, Dr. Alpha, what's up? How you doing? Good. He answers all questions. I like this guy. I was going out for a walk. I was wearing my gold cross chain that my father gave to me. Some fat bastard wearing a t-shirt that read, "I am an atheist," debate me. He walks over to me and says, "There's no God, man." Well, the universe just happened by accident, you know. This stuff happens all the time. You know. Get real. With that fucking voice, see, everybody's now aware of that. Aristotle, I believe in a higher power. You got a fucking problem with that? I'll kick your fucking ass. He rebutted. You have to resort to violence? You Neanderthal? You can't debate? I didn't let him finish. I punched him in the sternum, and the fucker went down. I laughed when he said, "Oh my God, I'm hurt." Ah, see? You got it there. Okay, proof God exists. People say, oh, there's no God. Can you prove it? And I go, well, let me show you how I look naked. Oh my God, no. What's your first instinct? Or I go to a guy, here's $5,000. Wow, my God, I can't believe it. Jesus Christ, it's amazing. Yeah, how come everybody's first response is always a deity? The biggest atheist, you know, I'll drop a weight in their foot. What do they say? Oh my God, that hurts. You can't say, oh my God, you're an atheist. Remember that. Everybody believes in God. But now they want to be cool. They want to be atheists. The fact that the universe just by accident created itself, I like that one. Yeah, that happens. The fact that I'm drinking water now, actually soda water, and this water will go and get recycled and cleaned up in the sky and come back before they chemtrail it. The same water from millions of years ago, this whole system is built to recycle itself, all happened by accident. Yeah, sounds logical. They believe in accidents. Kind of funny. Hey Gary, it's Machismo here. Hey, how you doing? I recently purchased Incantations to Wealth audio. It's one of the best audio products. I doubled my income in 2014 and I go double again in 2015. And that's at wealthpluspower.com. That is an incantation, is explained in detail there. But right now, everybody can do an incantation. When you say, I want money, when you say want, you're already declaring you don't have any. The universe doesn't like that. And God is the universe. We'll get into spiritual discussion later. When you go, yeah, I got money, it's coming to me in every way possible, and you put the emotion in there, you're sending out vibrations into the universe that's going to come back in cash. So get to Wealth Plus Power, and you actually get that one. I think it's on sale at this moment. I know it's Cyber Monday, but we have Dream Tuesday and Horse Wednesday. Every audio product works and has been tested. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Push the wrong button. I have a haircut appointment. Push the wrong button. Okay. I'll get the right button here, don't worry about it. As you can see, I'm a cell phone expert. Oh, Masisimo. Yeah, I know this guy. He actually did double his income. And he just did incantations and did nothing more about his business and clients. When's the next seduction webinar? The last one was life-changing. Thanks. Tomorrow night. It's called Bitch Control. Because women have an attitude and guys will kowtow to the attitude. But like anything else, I know martial arts pretty well, which is why I'm in a lot of pain today. There is a counter to every movement. And now the movement is men suck, we're superior. Well, there's a way around that too. And you will break them down. Pride goeth before a fall. They're actually in a perfect position to knock them down. It's at GaryRodsky.com webinars, drop down menu, sign up. People are signing up. I want to make sure you're there. Yeah, bitch control. Oh, lots more questions here. Okay, here we go. Hi, it's me. Yeah, anybody can say that. I remember I used to live in a building. We were doing some, shit in there. I don't like get details. And the buzzer would ring. Who's there? Me. Let's let him in. Just being funny, yeah. But are the same atheists that are so preachy the same ones who are disappointed when they receive nothing for Christmas? Well, I don't like the way Christmas is going. It used to be about, let's put the Christ back into Christmas. All I have to say about that. Now you're having riots on Black Friday and people stopping each other. This is supposed to be celebration of the greatest being that ever walked the earth and his birthday. It's not about gifts. Although I would like a few gifts. If you want to send them to me, I can work something out with you guys. All right. The more alpha, the better. Is there a limit to how much can be? Are you sure? Are you going to be doing more with Steve and Dean Williams? You guys are great together. Thanks. I called Steve today, left a message. Alphas win. And alphas, business-wise, and this is not on Wealth Plus Power. We don't have any beta techniques. But there are beta techniques. Betas are gatherer mentality. Gatherer mentality does not work unless you have a boss telling you what to do. More questions. That was a big one. Allow me to light up first. Maybe going overtime tonight. It's just, and all this energy I'm getting from the Shungite, it works. Okay? Now, people pay money for a diamond or a stone or an earring, but not something that's going to make them the attraction. You want to look at a ring? I got a diamond in this ring. I'll pull this fucking ring out and trade it in 1,000,000 times over for Shungite, which heals you, makes you attractive, knocks out negative energy. Look it up. It's everywhere. Getting the real stuff ain't easy. But this looks like a good question here. All right. Are we ready? Gary, for the first year after I found your site on YouTube, I didn't buy anything. Oh, one of those, huh? I finally sacked up and bought one of the audio packages on GaryBrodsky.com. The hours and hours of material has led me to more beautiful women than one could ever ask for. Confidence is key. Alpha up. Thank you, Dr. B. I only wish I had claimed your audio products in the beginning. Well, I'm glad you did, and thank you, Jim. Anybody wanting an alpha product right now for free can get one. All you got to do is sign up at GaryBrodsky.com. We always have something for free, and guess what? No strings attached. Because I forgot where we put the strings. No strings attached. Per book, doesn't lead you into another book. Full from cover to cover. Great book. Charm the pants off of any woman. Charm works, and that is a forgotten art. I got to tell you that. Big time forgotten. Okay, you got it. They give about an hour. Thank you, Chris. Okay, any other questions? I'll go over time. I don't care. It's like I have a cutoff here. So let's see if we're going to wrap it up or if we're going to go overtime. Questions, comments, GaryBrodsky123 at AOL.com or GaryBrodsky.com. Just go buy something. But GaryBrodsky123 at AOL.com. Otherwise, I am going to wrap it up and beat the fuck out of my Wing Chun dummy. Hey, GR, how you doing? Hey, Gary, thanks always for doing the show as always. Okay. Gary, the best way to deal with women's attitudes is just to laugh it off. Very soon you'll see that they take themselves less seriously than you ever could. As you said, pride goeth before the fall. Make sure that you guys, that they fall for you. Oh, I like that one. Thank you, GR. And it's absolutely true. What's the most popular product on GaryBrodsky.com and Wealth Plus Power? Well, the most popular product right now on GaryBrodsky.com, believe it or not, and this may shock you, is the Charles Manson mindset. Now, before you go ahead and scream like a bunch of sissies, I've gotten the interviews and stuff like that, and learned the techniques that Charles Manson used. And he was, and I'll admit this, the greatest pickup artist in the last 100 years. And it's all explained right on there. He had 52 women living with him, doing whatever he said. Now, people say, well, he was a bad guy. Okay, if you were about to go to a range to learn how to shoot, and John Dillinger was there, would you take lessons from him? He was the best. Yeah, we learn from people, sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes ugly. But the people who win are the people we want to learn from. And that's the best-selling one right now. It's on sale right now. The Manson Mindset. It's way past picking up. We're not talking about getting a date or meeting at Starbucks. We're talking about the real thing. Now, Wealth Plus Power, the best one is How to Be a Millionaire or Billionaire with Len. Len is the guy who did it, and he explains it in detail with contempt for people who don't want to do it. There's so many good products on there, and I just don't know which one is best because it's like 775 orders this week, and everybody's saying, "Hey, this is great, this is fantastic." Because what is the best-selling product? Well, all there to give you the main ingredient, which is enthusiasm, which you seem to be. If we were trading commodities and we had enthusiasm, we'd all be broke right now because that is a dying fucking commodity. Okay, last chance for questions, or I'm closing this show down. Going once, going twice. We'll keep it up. Yeah, what is the best way to rid yourselves of negative energy, particularly that which builds up in dealing with a certain matter? I use shungite, and it's working. It's working tonight. Look at this. I am totally at ease and free. I'm not even getting to crazy points. I'm not even making fun of people. Let them be idiots. I don't care. They don't affect my life. It really does work. It's expensive because we're getting the real stuff. You want the fake stuff? Hey, I can get that for you too. No, this stuff is imported. It's cut right, and it's cut again to have more facets. And all you got to do is check it out. It is well worth it. If you don't like it, just call me up and you'll get a refund. Or send me an email. It's true I don't get to every email because I get like 10,000 emails a day. And, if your name is John Smith, but your email comes in, Killer 1484, I don't know that it's you. So put your name in the emails. It does help. On this thing, it picks up your name. GR. It's a nice name. All right. We're going to go a little overtime here. Well, how does that sound? Anybody for that? Let me know. I salute Don Coelho. But everything's on sale at wealthpluspower.com, GaryBrodsky.com, occultforce.com, braintrainerpower.com. No sale. Well worth the investment. So the soda music is now about to begin. I'm back. All right. What is the best way to use shungite? Me? I just keep it right near me. I keep it right near me. It charges you up, and I put it out in the sun. It charges it up. This is really almost alien technology. Now, those of you who know me, you don't know me here. I'm confused sometimes. I have never been to a doctor, and I've had some major issues, and I bounce back. How do I do it? I use, me personally, I use the stuff that the ancients used. Why is shungite found in every pharaoh's temple room? Because they liked it, right? Because they were stupid back then? Because they knew it worked. If you read a book from 100 years ago, you don't see depression there, you don't see cancer in there, you don't see impotence. It's all new, all brainwashing. And this, just rubbing your hands like this, it's all gone. All right, the questions are coming in. I'm staying on the air. Well, this show is also all over the place. Best music to play to attract women. I actually know the best music, okay? I know it. And it works. Billie Holiday. End of story. How do I know that? I was part of U.S. intelligence. That never fails. Billie Holiday. Nobody knows why, but it works. Or classical. You don't want rock and roll unless you want some girls on drugs and just going out with you because she thinks you have some shit with you. I know nothing about the illegal drug market because never interested me. I like to know who I am and where I am. You know, maybe that's a crazy thing. Okay, maybe there's a final question coming in. Maybe there's more questions. I don't know. But let's hit up the questions. The orders are coming in, and that's a good thing. You guys keep me cigarettes. Let's face it. You know, cigarettes that cost out here now? They used to be cheap. Now it's like, how much is a pack? You got to blow the clerk? What? You know, it's like getting out of hand. Okay, I'm going to go for a quick countdown while I smoke the cigarette and wait for questions. And yeah, you should try the Alpha Boomite. It does add a little bit of, and the DHEA. All this stuff is natural stuff. Hi, how you doing? Okay, I'm just kidding. Nobody trying to kill me? Yeah. I have a friend who dated a girl on drugs. He slept with her. He woke up in the morning and everything was gone. The carpet and everything. Unfortunately, he's not the first guy it happens to. Do you advise staying away from girls on drugs, even if they're attractive? Oh, absolutely. They'll ruin your life, and you don't want to be brought into that drug world. You do not want to be brought into that drug world. Believe me. At best, you're like, wow, this girl, she's on drugs. I get out of jail. It's like, hey, just hold this for me. Holding a pack of cigarettes, you get pulled over. They open it up, heroin's in there, hashish, whatever. Drugs destroy people. Now, let's get to the Bible for 1 second. When it says not to practice the occult, that is not the original translation. The original translation is pharmakia, making up drugs that fuck people up in the head. And that's all they advertise right now. I see these commercials. Do you have Selects? I go, oh, great, new foreign car. Nope. It's for depression, for this or that. Of course, the side effects are suicide and murder. And I think those are some pretty serious side effects right there. More questions. And yeah, actually, me and Bo are planning a show. I think Bo's watching this one. I don't know. All right, I'm going to give it to 12:15, so get some questions in here. This show, I have no idea what to call it. There was absolutely no topic. Anybody have an idea what I could title this show? Gary's in a great mood. What? You know, The shungite works. I have no negative things to say. Yeah, the voice is annoying. It really does work. And this is my piece right here. And every time I just, boom. I put it out in the sun tomorrow, and boom. It starts to kill negativity. And this is proven over the last like 3,000 years. Yeah, makes you crazy too. Not crazy in a bad way, but crazy confident. And that's the big attraction. Rocks, rock star, you get it? Great title. I'm going to use that. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll tell everybody. Gary, question and answer session on everything. That's perfect. Okay, I'm still smoking, so get some questions in. I still want to drink some more soda. Where did I put my soda? Made special. Big bottle. So I have to keep opening up cans. Talking about opening up cans, I don't know, this kid collecting cans for the money. Shoveling walks. Cutting down people's trees. That didn't work out too good for them. But, you know, we had ambition. We had drive. You know, if you look at Happy Days, those guys, they wanted women. They wanted money. They were willing to do any kind of crazy odd jobs. Now, what do you have? A bunch of beta males sitting there with their goddamn PlayStation things with a fucking helmet on their head. And I don't make fun of them because it's social engineering. It is really horrible social engineering. And negative energy in people has built up to such a level. That's why I had to go through a tremendous expense to get the shungite. Great idea, and I'm going to do it, and I will keep it quiet. But every time I just take this, just put it in my hand, boom. You could hear it, you could feel it. I want to hear from anybody about anything tonight. As we start to head, I'm going to 12:30 tonight. I'm in just such a good mood. This is what does it. Of course, I forgot to unplug the phone. Well, I had no time like the present. He's not watching the show. I don't know how this is even doing this. I got him. Forgot to unplug the phone. Should alphas get married or play the field forever? One thing I will not do is ever interfere with somebody's freedom of will. There are married guys that cheat, that are happy, and their wives never find out about it. And there are married guys that are in love with their wives forever. And I don't judge people. But if you're not alpha, you're not going to get either. Now, if you're interested in falling in love with a girl and you fall in the right way, sometimes you don't want to cheat. But that's all personal decision. I know so many guys that cheat. And so many guys that don't. But these guys, either way, are happy. And the important thing in life is to be happy. People will sell their souls to the devil for a rock and roll contract, for money, for things like that. But nobody can sell their soul to the devil for joy, because he can't give that. You know what's funny? The Satanists, and I deal with them. I'll talk to anybody to learn. The Satanists that run this world believe in God, but they just don't follow him. So they have it over the atheists. At least they know where they're at. But atheists, if you all notice, they all have that effeminate voice and mannerisms. And I can't say I hate atheists, because I try to bring them to God, and I have brought a lot of them to the Lord, and that is very rewarding. Okay. Well, I don't know how the web guys must be up there. Super sale on everything now at wealthpluspower.com. And if you want money, this is the place to go, because it's all based on confidence. And this is bringing up my confidence level to the point where I'll do this show for this. It'll be on for the next 46 hours. I'll do a money bomb here. Jason, good evening. Pleasure to see you. Gary, great show. Thank you, Jason. Just want to give you an update about the blonde at the bank. Oh, I got to hear this. Everybody, this kind of cool guy. Okay, did what you said. Went in bold, told her we're going out Friday, you'll have fun, etc. See how he used those words? We are going out Friday. Means that you and her now are on the same side. Didn't work, huh? But get this, I went back at lunchtime because I forgot to bank my money, and this hot Asian girl who also works at this bank must have overheard me, and she talked to that blonde because she asked me out. So thanks, and yes, Alpha works. Can you tell me more about the incantation audio program, which the previous email said is the best ever? Thanks. Well, there's two incantations. The one at Wealth Plus Power, and there's one at GaryBrodsky.com. And it doesn't matter. I would recommend the one at Wealth Plus Power right now, because incantations, I'm going to do it right now for you. And it doesn't matter if I do it for you or if you do it for yourself. But if you do it for yourself, it counts a little more. Okay, let's say you're walking into the bank, okay? Let's just say you're walking into the bank, and you go, I hope this girl likes me. This is not my real voice. Anybody tuning in, this is not my real voice. That's not going to work. Oh, I hope she, when I say I hope, I wish, you're already putting it in your mind, into the subconscious, into the world. That you don't have her. When you do this is an incantation right here. Everybody's going to see this. Oh, this girl is mine. She loves me. She can't resist me. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, do I have this girl? She is so hot for me. Damn, I own her. You're going to walk in. There's going to be a very different reaction. Very different reaction. And I have pulled that off with so many things. It's just incredible. Because you start to get that feeling. And it's like, there are times I don't feel well. And this is just a touch of what's on incantations. You know, in the depth of it if you get that audio. WealthPlusPower.com incantations. Check it out while we're talking. Well, I'm not feeling well. I go, instead of going, oh, I don't feel well, and cooperating with that, because I don't cooperate with that, because to me there's no such thing as an illness. It's an evil spirit. As Jesus said, and I'm quoting Jesus here, he cast out demons. He didn't heal you. Like, what do you have? You have a flu? All right. No. Every illness, every problem is a demonic spirit. Some are worse, some are better. I go like this. I cast out the illness, the demon that's doing this. It's out of my system. I feel great. I enjoy, I embrace feeling great, even when I'm not. And also this feeling comes up in me. I start feeling great. I'm going to win this. I'm going to get this. I did that before a card game once. I had crazy incantations. And I was playing with a bunch of monsters. And I was winning so much money. I had to start losing. Like every hand, 4 kings, queens full. I had a stack of cash this high. I said, these guys are going to kill me. So I was going out with like 3 jacks, But I did the incantations first. And they work. And it's all there on that program. If anybody's on Wealth Plus Power, just let me know the name of it. Because I record so many things. Well, actually, I'm going to be talking to Len tonight. He's up late at night. He's in Dubai right now. He's not happy. He only made $14 million this week. And he, as explains on his audio, that it is easier to become a millionaire than it is to get a minimum wage paying job. So let's take some questions in. We have till 12:30. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. New question. How do you handle an alpha woman? No such thing. Without banging heads. A lot of them are hot, but it's a pain in the ass. You have to fight for your masculinity? No, you don't fight for your masculinity. You make her feel feminine. Nothing will seduce a woman more than make her feel like a woman. Nothing will seduce a woman faster, again, than make her feel like a woman. Don't let her be like a man. You dictate what she is. Get the Charles Manson thing. Yeah, they thought they were tough. 5'2", 130 pounds. Not really big in the looks department. No money. 52 women fighting to sleep with him. All of it is basically, he didn't think, oh wow, I got lucky. He knew exactly what he was doing. Go for the money, $19. Gary Deacon here from Ireland. Hi. Green type, I like that. Great show tonight, thanks. And techniques different for getting Asian women? Can you make an audio product on this? All women are the same. The techniques are exactly the same. I've dated Asian women. I've dated women from every nationality. And they all absolutely have the exact same femininity. The only difference is they come from another country. What do women really look like? And this is on the a couple of new audios, and on all the old ones. What are women really looking for? Not to be loved, not money, not gifts. They want to be needed. The pimp mindset is out there. That's an audio that really explains it in detail. And guys are scared to buy it because it's politically incorrect. Nonetheless, I've interviewed a whole shitload of pimps. I actually coach pimps. Now, I'm not encouraging pimping or prostitution. I'm saying I just give you the facts. Use it as you will. It will work. The Pimp Mindset at GaryBrodsky.com. And that's up there only for a short time because I'm going to get tons of emails. And they always say the same thing. Your stuff works. It's manipulative. It's this. It's that. I don't really read the whole thing. As soon as they go, the stuff works. That's the important thing. The fact that people are complaining because the stuff works shows the difference between me and the other PUAs. And I got a few more ads at Black Friday sale is continuing. As Cyber Monday is starting. But again, the question about alpha women. Don't let a woman rule your life. You won't have a life. No such thing as an alpha woman. You look at packs of wolves, any animal that's a pack animal, deer, always an alpha male in charge. In fact, trivia question of the night, what animal has the highest testosterone count in the world? And if somebody asks another question, I will answer that. This stuff just makes you feel great. I mean, it really. And it radiates. It works. This is going to do a lot more for me in getting women than this watch. I can tell you that. I'm getting OCD with this stuff. I had a headache. He said, no, I'm not. Fuck Advil. And I had it ready right here. Not kidding. I said, I'm just try holding this in my hand for a few minutes. Boom, headache is gone. It works. It's healing. It's all been written about But this is the real stuff. A lot of people are selling coal. Go, hey, why don't you sell coal? You can sell a lot more at a lower price. No, real stuff here. Is there a connection between testosterone and wealth? Only if it's not inherited money. So if somebody died and left you a fortune, absolutely. Because testosterone makes you have that warlike hunter spirit. And a hunter will get money, will get game, will get women, will gain everything. That hunter mentality, I need more. Like the Vikings, they conquered everybody. Didn't stay around long. But they weren't a bunch of babies. Now look at the boat, it's not right. So yeah, testosterone is a big factor. How much are the healing rocks? Are they on sale? They can't be on sale because I am paying so much for these. They're $221 to change your life. And again, if they don't work, anytime call me and say they don't work, fine, refund. But people don't want to take a chance on something that's different or whatever. They'd rather go to their job every day and, oh, I hate my job. You have no excuses now. You have wealth plus power. GaryBrodsky.com, occultforce.com, braintrain.com, braintrainpower.com. You have no excuses except, I'm too lazy to do this stuff. Guys have actually said, I bought all the occult stuff, but I'm like, I'm a little too lazy to work it. Well, you're not going to get results. Or I am afraid, and this is a big question I get. A lot of questions. I'll be here for a long time. Is I get nervous when I approach women. And I tell guys, the whole point of being a man is that you're supposed to get nervous. It's the whole thrill. Am I going to catch it or not? But once you know how, nervousness abates because... Why? Because when you know how the game's going to work, and it's not a numbers game, I never lose. Ever. There are witnesses watching this show right now. I'm not going to mention their names. Why? Because I know how to play the game so well, and so will you if you hit GaryBrodsky.com. If you play the money game, wealthpluspower.com. You want to add a little edge, occultforce.com. When you know how it's going to turn out because you know every technique, you have a lot less fear. But even if you have any fear, it doesn't matter. Men are built to conquer fears. Going back to times guys had to hunt, bear to live. Yes, they were afraid, but they conquered themselves when they conquered the bear. All right, lots of questions here. Like the two webinars, especially after discussions. All right, thank you. Jason, good evening. What's the best audio to get money if you should only recommend one? Okay, I'm going to ask my friend out there who doubled his income, if he's still watching, what he thinks is the best audio. Because he doubled his income and he wasn't making crap. So, if you just recommend what audio works for you, because I know it works for a lot of people, and I don't remember the names of them. How did I manage that? I'm an ordained reverend. I can talk to anybody I want. And I'm a journalist too. So, it took a long time. Ah, yes, he's back with an answer. How to be rich with Len. Yeah, I mean, I was going to recommend the same thing. How to be rich with Len. It changed my life. It doubled my income too. Actually, maybe even triple it. Another guy, How to be rich with Len. And if you think Len is a fool, he bought 40 of these. The rich people know Okay, more emails coming in. The Wealth Blueprint gives you 20 plus audio programs and a free bottle of MK44. Best deal out there. Yeah, go to wealthpluspower.com. It's out there. 20 audio programs and a free bottle of MK44. I must be crazy to make that deal. But I want people to be wealthy again. I want people to be with women again. The Wealth Blueprint package. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Because I want, you know what my dream is? I want to see everybody happy, wealthy, and this is my dream. People have some great dreams. I have some dream that I feel is a great dream as well. My dream is to walk through the park in the summer, not in the fucking freezing winter, and see guys and girls holding hands, making out, laughing, flirting with each other. Like in the old days when I was growing up with their head on each other's laps. That's not around anymore. Why? Because men have decided to become, I mean, I have no word for it except for Drenams. I've made that name up, and I even have a shirt that says Hey Drenam on there. Oh, the shirt is not for sale. I have one. Okay, we got 2 more minutes, and oh, questions are just coming in. What is the best way to break it off with a woman? Do everything she says, and she'll never want to see you again. And this is something I taught my friend, old pal Jim, as I call him. If you want, he wanted to get rid of a woman. He goes, I don't know what to do to get rid of her. He said, call her up, tell her how much you love her for about half an hour, and then tell her you want to move in with you. She never heard from him again. It's all counterintuitive, and you can learn it all at GaryBrodsky.com. And please join that webinar tomorrow, Bitch Control. They're getting out of hand, and once they have that false pride up, pride does go with before a fall. You'll knock them right down, and they will never, ever see it coming. Every audio was great, or I wouldn't put them out there. I got some ones that I recorded. They weren't just quite perfect. They're not for sale. And right now, everything on every site except Brain Train Power is for sale. I want to see some orders here. I got a lot of orders here. But they're all, yeah, it's funny, it's a lot of orders from girls. I don't even understand that. The demographics on this show have more women watchers and viewers than men. I got a friend out there. You going to the gym tomorrow night? Because I want to let you know. Because I don't know if the horse is going to be around to spot me on bench press. So, may as well ask right now. Wow, I don't know what the hell I did here. Okay. All right. Gary, you are the coolest. You're going to have a live seminar? Yes. I plan to have Steve Williams there, Sifu Chow, and Adam, and Dave Henderson, and Bo Johnson. What a lineup. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people bought How to Be Wealthy with Len. Let me just read this. How to Be Rich with Len, excuse me. Let me tell you something about Len. If you don't think you know him, you know him. If you're wearing a pair of jeans that's not Levi's and not Diamond Gusset, he owns it. When I first started speaking to him, he was $14 million in the hole. And then he learned a lot, and then he taught me a lot. And everything he knows is on that audio, How to Be Rich with Len, at wealthpluspower.com. And I'm sure the sale is going to end soon, so even if it's off sale, it's worth it. He changed my life. Oh. Should I go 2 hours? I'll allow you. This is a Democratic Republic right here. People must have forgotten about that. I have enough soda. I can go an extra half hour because I am so charged up just by a little piece of rock. This is incredible. You have no idea. And I'm getting hit on by women here, by the way, but they just say keep this private. I mean, you know, it will attract. It works. GaryBrodsky.com, specialty items, it's there. It just powers the hell out of me. So goddamn relaxed. And my muscles feel bigger. I feel more powerful, more alpha, more I'm going out tomorrow. Whatever it takes. So we're going to vote now. Overtime or call it a night. Well, I'm waiting. I'm right here. I'm waiting. I'm right here. Or they do Godfather imitation. I'd like to know who would consider me to spend my generosity and do an extra half hour. I can just close this down right now. Let's leave this to you because I'm a considerate man. I'm going to give this like one more second. Light up another cigarette. Okay, the questions just keep on coming. Okay, last question. What time will you be there? It's private. Well, hopefully, I'll hear something about that. Okay, looks like I'm going to wrap the show up. Everybody, hit those sites. I'll mention them again. No, I don't have this last cigarette with you guys. And girls. Hey, girls, thanks for the pictures. Now I got to go run to the store and get some baby oil. Just kidding around. Yes, time for the WD-40 for the chair. Talk about oil, okay? But, all right, alpha wins. We know that. We must become alpha. More alpha every day. If you want to know how to start, right now, if you're doing nothing, but you're watching the show, it's a good start. But when the show ends, hit the floor and do 3 sets of 10 push-ups. It'll get the testosterone going. MK17 works. And a big testimonial. Thank you. I know it works. I put some on my son. Actually, one night in the gym. I don't know if you were there. A friend of mine. And he had to leave. Remember when he left and came back? He was just hiding out in the parking lot because they were all over him. He's like, don't put that stuff on me again. Because he liked one girl in the gym and he was like mobbed. Seriously, he liked Elvis. And usually nobody talks to him. By the way, he's actually a very good looking guy. And like, not strong, he's abnormally strong. But, like you're saying, go to the sites. Get everything that's on sale. It could only improve your life. Look how many testimonials are here. Get your last questions in. GaryBrodsky.com, WealthPlusPower.com, BrainTrainPower.com, and OccultForce.com. And don't overlook the Shun Guide. It has, I mean, I don't think I'd be able to go an hour tonight. And how do you recharge it? Just put it out in the sun. This harnesses the power of the sun, and it's proven scientifically. It just feels like, wow, this is like I plugged into some bizarre energy circuit or whatever. Again, shungite@GaryBrodsky.com. Drop down menu, specialty items. This is the real stuff. A lot of research went into getting the real stuff. And thank God I speak more than one language, otherwise I'd never be able to get this deal arranged. Alright, I'm waiting for some last questions here. Because when this cigarette is out, so is this show. Oh, out of questions, eh? Well, that's okay, because I'm not out of soda. I'm going to play the music after, so that sort of makes no sense. Anyway, apparently no more questions. Hit up those sites. And any last questions, parting comments? I'm almost done smoking here. I've been smoking all night. I'll be poking and hitting and so I'm trying to do that one hard. That's Smoking Joe. Okay. Questions. Hey Gary. Hey Drina. This has to say, just being funny. I had bad pain in my left wrist. Could you please do a ritual to help me heal? It's a very big favor and I would be very grateful. Left wrist? Okay. Check in next week and you tell me how your wrist feels. Okay? Good thing it's not your right wrist. Your sex life would be fucked up. Just being funny. But watch what's going to happen to your left wrist. Gary, sometimes I feel like some of those fitness women I come into contact with have high testosterone. Do you have any alpha up to land them? Women that have high testosterone tend to be hornier. Testosterone makes you horny. It may. Hey, I like high testosterone women. I like low. Just make sure you direct the show. You are the leader of the show. You are the director, producer, the casting agent, and everything. Alpha or not, they're never going to be as alpha as a guy. I don't give a shit what politically correct a moron starts saying it. Okay, this is Gary Brodsky saying thank you for watching. Hit up the sites, you know their names already. And remember the most important thing. The most important thing. Alphas win. You've got to be in it to win it. You got to build that confidence up. It's all there on all the sites. And I'm just going to have some more soda and another cigarette because I'm really enjoying this show. And we got more viewers now than we had before. So I don't even know how that's happening. I haven't had a chance to hit my Wing Chun dummy yet. GR, I will actually call the date. By Wednesday morning, you will have no wrist pain. I would bet on that, but I'd be stealing your money. The occult stuff works. Why did every ancient culture do the occult? Because it worked. The Bible is occult. If you're going to tell me that sticks turning into snakes and part in the water is not the occult, it's magic. And this world is full of magic. Now, it seems to be running the audio program How to Be Rich with Len. I'm listening to that myself tonight because, hey, that's really good. Okay, here comes another question. Hey, Ginny, how you doing? No. Okay, you saw me at the Rocking Horse Cafe. Yeah, I do occasionally sing blues. I'm not going to sing the blues right now for you. I just might next week. So check in next week. Okay, I gotta smoke again. This show is getting to be too much fun here. This MK17, this works. I had it on yesterday. Not only did it work, but this woman had me in a stranglehold and wouldn't let me leave. Still feel it. I try to get up out of bed, back in. Okay, let's get some more questions in. I'm having fun smoking here. And let's see. Hey, thank you for the orders. Thanks for all the orders. They're coming in like rain tonight, which is good. But for any of the bodybuilders out there, question. Best way to build testosterone? Honey. Doesn't matter if it's before a workout, after a workout. It really just has some crazy effect. And with honey, you get money. It's one of the best. Actually, this honey is 34,000 years old. It never, ever loses its power. Hey, I'm smoking a cigarette. Hey, get some questions in, will you? Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com, coming direct to you via satellite. Okay, let's get some questions in here. Then we're going to go to work on Gio's wrist. And I'll tell Gio a suggestion on how to help actually heal your own wrist, even though I'm going to do it. Think about the wrist that doesn't hurt. The mind will get confused, and the subconscious mind will heal the other wrist. That's on Healing Yourself at GaryBrodsky.com. But I'm doing it for you this time. But keep that in mind. Everybody else who has a problem. You have a problem with your left leg, think about your right leg. This arm is stiff, think about the arm that's not stiff. And always appreciate some part of your body that works. Okay, cigarette is burning down. Waiting for some last questions. Otherwise, I'll go on and on and on. And that's what Shungite does for you. It makes you magnetic. It makes you just so at ease anywhere. It is well worth the price. Len just ordered 67 pieces of Shungite. Len, you're going to have to wait for that one. He keeps them in every office, in every house he has, and like mine, stuck in the chair. Yep, 3 teaspoons of honey is plenty. The ingredients are all natural stuff. I don't know where I have them listed. It's on the bottle. But again, if you don't like them, throw it out. Just say I didn't like it. I don't even take returns. You know why? This is funny. I got a call from PayPal a few days ago, and they said, we'd like to talk to you about your return policy. I said, what? I said, you haven't had any. I said, yeah. That's just kind of strange. So that's pretty good. Pretty good track record right there. And sometimes people will put in a complaint they haven't gotten their stuff soon enough. And sometimes people order the live CDs, and we do make a mistake and send them the downloads. But outside of a few of those, nothing has been returned. One guy, a friend of mine, did send back the Mojo bag, which is at occultforce.com, because his wife kept hitting him up for sex. I thought that was funny, and he just exchanged that for Money Mojo bag. And He says, is this really going to work? He's an investigative reporter, trying to bust me on everything, but we're friends. He owned a piece of real estate that was a piece of garbage in Brooklyn, and they wanted to build a building there. $7 million out of nowhere. Does this stuff work? Yes. So, well, I guess I'm done with my cigarette. Time to close the show up. Everybody, hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking by. This was one long, great show. I will ask one last question. I'd love an answer for this. We're now heading towards the 1 o'clock mark here in Eastern Time. It's almost 1 o'clock right now. Does anybody want the full 2-hour treatment? This is Gary on Shungite talking. So please answer the question. I know you're out there. I can see you. Okay, I'll give it a few seconds. And now you get the soda music. But I'm expecting an answer. Otherwise, I close this thing down. Because I'm sure you have questions, and I have answers. But soda time! I'm back. So I'm going to light a cigarette and send me, I know, a lot of people watching here. Gary Brodsky 123, and let me know if you would like me to go for 12 more minutes. And I'm going to hook once at 12 more minutes, $12 more dollars. So you would stop watching the car. Now, a little crazy when I was younger. Fortunately, I haven't gotten much better. Shungite, yes, talk more. It works. I would take these and we break them up. And, you know, thanks, Len, for that big order, by the way. That really helped. Watch this. Oh, I hate when it happens. First night, aha. Now you know the deal. Just to repeat it. That's my new one. If for any reason at all you don't get laid with the GaryBrodsky.com products, we send you a knife to cut it off with. But this knife isn't as cool as the other one. Oh, the other one's like yeah, this is like for my father's days. This is actually given to me by my father. That's how old this is. But this is much better. No, this is just all props for the show. I don't carry these around with me. My guns are at the end of my shoulders, man. Okay? Hey, my Amazon.com order has shipped. Yes. How do they do this at night? I do too. Once we scan it, it's shipped. Here's a guy, a very pleasant gentleman. Phil, good evening. Thank you for joining so late. The Shungite works. It has made me a different person in both relationships, women, money. Wherever I go, I am treated like a king. Whoever doesn't buy it is, I'm not saying it, he's saying it, a moron. Okay. Hey, Phil, thank you for your order and your pleasant commentary. Actually, in my entire life, this is what is my greatest achievement. I have never called anybody a moron or an idiot. To their face. I mean, behind their back, forget it. But to their face. Okay, we got 9 minutes left. Get your questions in now. This is me on Shungite. Can you imagine you going out with this kind of confidence, with this kind of power, with this kind of draw? There's more people now watching than there were before. Why? The show's supposed to be off the air. Because this is what it does. And it's more questions. I'd appreciate it even more. Somebody from my area. Hi, how you doing? What's your name? Can you come by tomorrow morning and pick up a piece of shungite? Hey, you got the money, I got the shungite, okay? That's how it works. And this guy's a multimillionaire. Yeah, I know, because he drives a Bentley. That's sort of a clue right there. And he doesn't even like me. I mean, we'll become friends tomorrow. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. No, never mind. Just a minor argument. I have this huge dog that's not very friendly with strangers. They said, do you have the tags on that dog? So why don't you come by and check? He thought that was kind of maybe I was kind of being an asshole. Hey, my dog, his favorite bone is in my arm. 757. What the hell kind of question is that? Okay, 758 is the answer. All right, time to close the show down. You have 1 minute to get into your last questions and get to those websites. That stuff, everything I have works great. I am so charged up from that shungite. Like, I don't even know what to do myself. I'm going out and have fun. You know, nothing's going to scare me now. And yes, the DHEA and the oregano does work. I forgot to take mine today, so I'll take mine now. If I can find it again, I'll find it later. Because what all fear starts in the pit of your stomach. And the oregano kills all that bacteria, all that evil shit in your stomach. Gary Brodsky supplements. Mediterranean oregano is the only stuff that will get rid of that. Anyway, everybody, thank you for being here. I will check for questions again. Last look. Oh, phone turned off. Guess we'll slide this, hit this. There's plenty of books on shungite around there, dating back to the 1700s. And there's scriptures on the walls in Egypt about that. It's not something new. It's just very hard to find real shungite. Very easy to find fake shungite. But anyway, if you want looking for shungite, GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu, specialty items, it is there. Everybody, thank you for staying, and so many people for such a long time. I really enjoyed this show more than you can imagine. And on that note, good night, everybody, and let's end with a nice Gregorian chant. Bless you all, peace upon you, joy, love, happiness, and everything you want. And God bless all of you. Thank you, and good night.